And once the leaves on the trees and the canopy of the forest here at the park, once they're fully leafed out, you don't get a whole lot of sunlight into the forest floor, but a lot of times you will see wildflowers blooming right along the edges where they could get a little more light. This is a plant that's in the same family with goldenrods and daisies and things like that. It's a plant called Fleabane, and it has a lot of, kind of like a daisy, it's got a lot of little petals along the edge here. It has both what are called ray flowers, which are the white ones around the perimeter of it. You also have what are called disc flowers, and that's the yellow part you see there. But this is one of the Fleabanes that grows in the park, and a lot of times you'll see that, as I said earlier, right along the edges where they can get a little more sunlight. There are two main groups of the oak trees that we find here in the park. You've got your red oaks and your white oaks. Now this one is really a typical white oak, and that's the name of it. You'll notice the kind of scaly bark that's on the trunk of the tree. That's one way to tell the white oak. And earlier we looked at the lobed leaves that occur on the tree. But this is one you can sort of tell even during the winter time when there are no leaves on the trees by that sort of scaly bark that occurs. Comes off in kind of strips. To me, this is one of the easier trees to identify in the park. This is the American Beech Tree. It's easily identifiable in that it has very smooth gray bark. Some of them can get quite large. We had one large one that came down during Tropical Storm Florence. But this one can be identified, as I said, by the very smooth bark. During the winter time, a lot of the young beech trees actually hold their leaves, so you'll even know them by the wintertime appearance as far as that's concerned. But they've got the leaves on them are very smooth, but I think the easiest way to identify this tree is just by the bark, the very smooth gray bark. Beautiful trees. Okay, so we've got a butterfly here. You can see just a fairly small butterfly. This is a pearl crescent. Just taking in a little morning sun, warming up.